nice. Ashley Collins, aka the Onto Dragons. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. So as you may or may not have noticed, things have changed in my room because my cousin gave my mom new furniture and I can't find anything. They just like literally like threw my stuff in trash bags and like threw away some other stuff, and I'm just like, I literally just found this bra, and I found my wishing star that I used to, from when I used to work at Disney World. Dark times, guys, dark times. But okay, anyway, so I've been finding that my patience has been very fucking thin lately. I've been losing my temper very easily, just breaking down in like tears out of nowhere. My period only lasted like 3 days too, so like now my whole menstruation shit, my body's acting off. And then I've also noticed that I used to have a very, very bad habit of lying. And I've been trying to I'm like a recovering lying addict, and I've been trying to, and I've really recently noticed that I've been lying again. Not huge lies, little white lies, but I've been saying to myself, why did you do that? Why didn't you just say the truth? Why didn't you just tell the truth, Ashley? So I went to handy dandy Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I asked, how did you learn to lie? I think that I learned to lie from excuse me, I just really have to burp, but I'm not going to restart this, but I'm also not going to burp out loud. Okay, thank you for your patience. I learned to lie from observing my mom. She wouldn't say like massive pathological lies. It was more like little white lies, stuff like I'm on my way, stuff like we would just drive around the neighborhood when she was taking us to school, so we'd always be late for school, and the teachers would ask, why are you late? And I would tell them, and they'd be like, why are you lying? And I'm like, I'm not lying. Like, why would a kid lie? But then like that's a whole nother story. So I think that I learned to tell light truths from my mother. And I went to, like I said, I made a status, and these are what other people have said about how they learned to lie. I watched everyone else do it, but I didn't understand at first. I saw others get their way more and avoid trouble, however temporarily. I was young when this happened. It's not worthwhile to me though. So I do everything I can to avoid it now. Yes, even at work. It's something that comes natural to our species. Remember that. It's something that comes natural to our species. We're going to come back to that. I learned at a very young age that telling the truth just made people mad at me. So every time someone asked me a question, I started telling them what I thought they wanted to hear. To avoid getting beaten rarely worked. But to be fair, blaming it on an 8-foot tall invisible rabbit wasn't the best plan. We're going to come back to this. Someone said taking acting classes. We're going to come back to that. Well, no, let's talk about that now. As an actor, whenever I tell people that I'm an actor, they're like, oh, so you're really good at lying. And that's not acting at all. Acting is the truth in its most purest form. I'm not putting on a show in order to show you a lie. I'm doing my best in order to dig as deep as possible to bring this character to life and to speak their truth. You know, like this character is a being that doesn't exist, but if they were to exist, am I doing them justice? So anyone who says something like actors are just really good at lying, they're not doing it right then. They're not doing it right, because as an actor, you have to speak the absolute truth. And this is not necessarily your truth. This is someone else's. So you need to give them justice. So there's that rant. I might have to be acting this summer, by the way. Okay. My parents, couldn't really tell you, but I'm sure it ties into me trying to avoid getting in trouble as a kid. Yes. Kids lie, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it depends on what kind of lie that they're telling. Like, if they kill a squirrel, I think that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But like, if they take a popsicle from the fridge and they say that they didn't do, but you can see the purple on their fingers, it's like, yeah, okay, keep going. TV, friends, family members. It's very disturbing the amount of times people said family. I learned I could be rewarded if I lied about not feeling well. I can't lie at all anymore, though. Only about surprise gifts, and I'm so bad at that. I try to like surprise people with gifts, and I'm really bad at that as well. Fear in school, society, and social media. So, what are the most common lies that we tell to each other? Like I was saying earlier, I'm on my way. Like I said, I do that all the time. I am on my way, but like, things happen. You know, the bus was late, like traffic, a red light. I am on my way. You know, it's just going to take me a little bit longer. Like, which would you rather hear? You know, it's not you, it's me. I think I've heard that like a couple of times, but like, it was, I mean, obviously it wasn't that important to me because I already forgot. My phone died. My phone does die though. Like, my phone's about to die right now. So like, what am I supposed to do? I charge it at night. Like, and you're not supposed to charge your phone all day. I have an Android, you know, like they're only so good as Apple, you know. My phone is acting weird. My phone does act weird too. My phone is like 5 years old. I don't know why I'm like making it seem like these things are attacking me. It's not, I'm not making excuses. I remember you. I've learned to stop doing that. I can't, because it's like, I feel like now that I'm past 30, like some people are like literally physically changing, and it's like I don't recognize you anymore at all. So like, and then they're gonna be like, do you remember that when this happened? I remember when this happened. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I don't remember you at all. I'm sorry. I don't want to play this game. I'm sorry. Not that you're forgettable. I'm just getting old. Oh, and also I'm good. We always say that. We always say that when people ask you, how are you? We say, I'm good. I'm okay. But you're really not. You just don't want the conversation to go forward because you don't want them to ask what's wrong. And then you're going to tell them what's wrong and be like, oh, well, you know, just stay positive. Keep your head up. And it's like, okay, I already knew that you were going to say that. You know, I already listened to TD Jakes this morning. He already told me that. So that's why I didn't want this whole thing to be a thing. But, okay. So humans aren't the only ones lie. This is something that even animals do, like squids and octopuses. Like, they change their skin in order to blend in order to not get attacked, right? There's this gorilla, they were teaching it sign language, and there was a hole in the wall, and he blamed it on the kitten. How did the gorilla know how to lie? How did the gorilla know that there will be consequences if he told the truth? You know, and even babies lie. Babies cry in order to get the attention from the mother, and then they stop immediately. Even though there was nothing wrong, they just wanted the attention of the mother. And I think that lying is a survival. Maybe it's my body doesn't want to say that, but I was going to say that maybe lying is a survival tactic. We use lying as a way to, I mean, like, who was the first liar that you first think of right now, right? You think of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve lied because they didn't want to have to leave the garden. They were afraid of the wrath of God, you know? But at the end of the day, they were fine, because as long as I have you, Adam, as long as I have you, Eve, I'm fine. It's like we lie, like I said, we lie to stay safe. We lie. I mean, like we wear camouflage in the jungle in order to trick the predators not to attack us, you know? So rather than physically lying, we lie with our words in order to stay safe, in order to survive, in order to have human connections. Like you, it's like going to a group interview, right? And you don't want to be the only person who's standing alone. So in order to blend in with the crowd, I'm going to tell little white lies, and they're not going to know the difference anyway. Did you know that 60% of adults can't have a 10-minute conversation without lying? 60%, a 10-minute conversation. And like I said, it's not huge pathological lies. It's tiny lies because, like I said, we crave these human connections. And like I said, it's a way in order for us to feel safe, because we don't want to be alone. I know that we like to brag that we enjoy this lockdown so much, but we need human connection in order to thrive with one another. I've been thinking a lot about the lies that my ex told and the lies that I witnessed him tell. And I would ask him, why are you doing that? He's like, you just got to say things to make people feel good sometimes. And I think that we will say things and do things and we convince we convince ourselves in our mind that we're doing the right thing. And this person's tactics for survival, maybe it's not necessarily bad. And I don't know, I feel like I'm like grasping onto closure right now, because I'm still very pissed off with my ex. Because it's like, why did you lie so fucking much, and why did I believe you? And like I said, I think that his habit of survival has been working for him, his plus 30 years of life. And who am I to say that what you're doing is wrong? I don't think that some people lie with the intent to hurt people. They just do it because, well, firstly, some psychologists see it as like kind of a behavioral disorder. You know, it's very similar to OCD, where it's like you're not even aware that you're doing anything wrong. You're just trying to survive. You're just trying to make someone else feel good. You're just trying not to be ostracized by society. I don't know. So what is the evolution of the lie? You were rewarded for not lying, right? With religion, the 9th commandment is thou shalt not lie. And then they made rules, right? They made rules in law enforcement where if you lie, you're going to end up in jail for an extended period of time. Oh, another fun fact for you. Traditionally, young males with high leadership positions tend to lie more often. So it's like there are consequences if you are caught lying, but then you're also rewarded if you tell a lie well enough consistently. You know, and I'm sure that you're already thinking of maybe like politicians. But like I said, are politicians really lying to us? Or it's like, you don't really want to know the full truth because I'm trying to protect you. If I tell you the truth, you're going to get hurt. So now I need to lie to you. And is that wrong? Like I said, I'm just really looking for closure right now. I think that we associate lying too much with morality, and as a result, we're unconsciously hurting each other. We're unconsciously hurting ourselves because we keep seeking these reasons, like why, but it's like, what if I told you was something in their mental state that you will never understand? And like I said, what if I told you that they're just trying to survive? And is that really so wrong? People lie because they don't see it as a life or death decision. Unfortunately, they don't. And at the end of the day, if it is life or death, they most likely will lie as well. But maybe that person lied to you because, like I said, they don't see that lie as something that's going to kill them. Last thing I'll leave you with, because my phone is about to die. That is not a lie. So everything vibrates, right? Everything is vibrating, right? But you know what vibrates the fastest? The truth. So you have a couple of choices. You can constantly lie and be constantly in survival mode in your body. And you can it's a hard time for you to figure out why you're always so stressed out and why you're always so manic. Or you can tell the truth. And see how things will come to you faster, how blessings will come to you faster in life if you just tell the truth rather than constantly living in survival mode. And also you're going to lose track of your lies. So I don't know. I hope this brought a little bit of closure to someone that don't think of lying as something that's morally right or wrong. They're just trying to survive. And it's the animal instincts in us. It's the caveman in us. You know, we lie to be safe. All right. Thank you. Be blessed. Have a fantastic day that ends with a Y. Bye.